Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly, where in most cases when we're together, I try to use things that I have available to create something new. So today I was thinking, yesterday was a little bit of a rough day for me. I had some tummy issues. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but whew, that's hot. I thought I'd like to work on these mini file folders. And when I pulled out my bag this morning, oh, I didn't do that. Okay, I'll show you what I did. Um, they weren't totally cut. And of course, I can't find my envelope maker, which makes this process a little easier. Well, a lot easier, actually. Because if any of you have an envelope cutter, hey, good morning, Jacqueline, my love. You put this in your envelope maker and it chops these nice for you, makes a nice, instead of trying to cut them by hand. So I chopped some of these apart. I had when hey, good morning, Joyce. When my sister and Nancy was working, she worked and was part owner in a company that provides file folders for doctors' offices, and they would do the whole system. So when she retired, I asked her if they had any product that they were throwing out. And she did. She had some file folders that part of them on the one side of the folder had like it's almost like a little burn mark. I mean, they couldn't sell them to customers, so they were just going to put them in the dumpster. Hi, Giovanni. It's nice to meet you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate that. And so I've had boxes of file folders really for a couple of years. And because I'm not totally prepared, shucker, I'm busily trying to correct what I didn't do when I cut these, which I thought I had done. So of course, these are just manila file folders that I cut down. So they just look like this. I cut out the good part in the middle. And of course, they had this kind of a bottom on them. And some of them were used as regular file folders. But then I want to decorate them and use them as hopefully tuck-ins. And so to give myself a little bit of a head start, I took my coffee mixture that I keep in my fridge right here. Just instant coffee. I add hot water. Ouch, I just touched my arm on my iron. Oh, that was silly. And what I did was actually here, I had as many of you know, I chunked up and cut up my 8 by 10 jelly plate. And I just give myself a little bit of a base coat, if you will, to get me started. So I had a whole stack of these sitting around, and I thought that one might be fun to fuss with those today. And I could just do some plain ones too that aren't really like a folder. Let me show you what I mean. Like just pieces of manila, like the off-cut stuff, like what I just had in my hand. So they're just like cards. But see, then when I do this and I'm not prepared ahead of time, and I wet them with the coffee, then I have to wait for them to dry. Well, I don't have time for that. And I could use my heat tool, but that takes more time than you think. So if I put them on my jelly plate, get some marks on there that I like, and then I use my iron, they dry very quickly. So Giovanni, did you just pop in by happenstance, or how did you find me? If you don't mind saying. Oh. I don't see my name on my screen. I'm Lori, also known as Pink Girly. You're from Italy. Oh, how fabulous. Oh, that's on my bucket list. Good morning, Debbie. Hey, Andrea. Good morning, girls. Come in, come in. Just getting ready to get started here. Ooh, I really burnt my arm there on the tip of my umbrella. See, now this is really kind of dark. All my coffee sludge has. Woo! Look at that baby. Oh, yeah. All right, so let me sop up a little more of that on a couple other. Now, my leftover cuts, some of them are the shape of tags. So in the future, there'll be a tag probably. But I was sitting for a couple of nights in my comfy chair, fussy cutting. Oh, Giovanni, that's so fabulous. Thank you for telling me that. That is so exciting to me. Oh my gosh, I so want to get to Italy someday. I can't convince the hubs to travel like that. He's more of a wants to be. Oh, Dawn. Hi, Dawn. The crafty visage is Dawn. Dawn, I tried to find that stained glass crackle video of yours that Angie was talking about, and I'll be doggone, I couldn't find it. Is Laura here? There she is. Hi, Laura. You have the day off? Oh, that's fabulous. Maybe you can hang for a little bit. All right, this is a piece of wallpaper that I'm just sopping up the rest of what's on my plate here that I might like to use later. This is something from Tim Holtz. And I forgot I had them. I've been cleaning up because Kellyanne Rawson is coming for a visit. Oh, I need this. And so I'm making space to put up a work table for her when she arrives so we can craft together. So now that I've gotten those and sopped up some coffee, I'm going to take my iron because this is a quick way to dry my paper. Oh, Giovanna, thank you. Thank you, Flo. Beautiful name. Oh, no, you just lost your job. But happy that I had, as it didn't pay. Well, see, she's just finding the bright side of a not so pleasant situation. What kind of art do you like to do, Giovanna? See, we don't grill everybody that comes in just to grill. We just like to get to know you. You'll find that these ladies are a lovely group. Yes, Kellyanne and I are going to have a little retreat, a little respite for Kel. And we'll probably giggle a lot. We did last time. Ah, so I guess you're named after your dad. Got it. It's like my mom was Francis with an E, but everybody thought she was a male Francis. People don't get that either. So I'm glad to know that. Glad to know it. Okay, so as usual, as a reminder, if you're here and you have something you need for me to see, capital letters is not an offense here. It just helps me to pick up chat a little easier. When I'm done ironing these little gems, I'm going to pull up the stream on my phone and I can see chat a little better. Let's see. You do all kinds of crafts at the moment. You're quilting. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. I have two cousins. They're sisters. And gosh, we hadn't seen them in years. And we had lunch with them maybe about, probably about 6 months or so ago. And they had taken, my one cousin, her husband had passed. And she and her one sister are pretty close in proximity and in their relationship. And so they took a class in, oh gosh, what do they call it? Like a stained glass kind of a class. And they liked it so well that they're going to start doing some crafts together. And they're preparing Moravian stars. All right, so this is what I've been fussy cutting. Now, some of these are a little too large, probably, but there's some smaller things that I think I can use. I pulled out some and kept aside some other stuff that's on my desk, but I'm just pulling out. This is the file folder that I cut from. Some of them had pockets, and they all had clips like this in them because my sister sold these to, like I said, doctor's offices for their filing system, and then everybody kind of went electronic. So I put a little bit of a kibosh on that business, but sometimes they have them as backups. Anyway, those were damaged. You also make clothes and have made cards and paper beads. Ooh, you name it, I've done it, apart from resin and woodwork. Good morning, Dawn. I don't know if I actually said good morning. So maybe I'll see if I can remember to ask Dawn about that particular video of hers where she was doing crackle cards or stained glass cards. I think I will do a stream. Oh, this is so hot from that iron. At some point where, let's see if I can find myself here. And do some cards. I haven't really made cards in a while. It's not that I don't like to make them. I just don't have any use for them, and I overmake everything. Oh, you did, Lori. I also put where the video is. Oh, okay. I'll check. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I missed that because I want to put that in my description box because I promised. And all right, let's see. I always have to look up my own name. You'd think if you were streaming, you would be right there. All right. So another thing I wanted to show you is that, now see if I can get to it because I keep stacking stuff on top of things. My husband wanted to use the scanner the other day, and I had stuff stacked on top. All right, if anyone here or anyone watching in the future has not made yourself an envelope journal, do it. Okay, these are so convenient and so useful. I have several that I absolutely love. So this one, I forgot what I put in it, and all it is just a stack of those yellow, you can see, envelopes that have the flap on the top and they've got the seam at the bottom. And I have done this on several lives. I don't know if I actually did a video, but then my lives are uploaded as videos. So they're very easy to make. Now this one, you can see I decorated up the envelope a bit, had it on the jelly plate. I put some of my tabs on it. I don't know why. Cut a little divot. And in this one, I've stored my different tissue papers or pieces of tissue papers. See, and then if I find something I want to stick on here, I just stick it on. So of course, half will have the flap unless you cut it off, and the other half is open. And look what I found in here. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong, Momogami papers. Kel was just talking about this. And it's when you take a piece of paper and you lotion up your hands, and then you just start scrunching the paper, and then you undo it, straighten it out, and then just keep, for like 15-20 minutes, you just keep squishing it. Keep putting lotion. You could use lotion, olive oil, something like that. And these are different ones that I've done. And then once you do that, it kind of looks like, and it gets tougher, like fabric. Oh, this is so fun, Laura. You will love it. Like sitting in front of, I used olive oil, I believe. Yeah, this is a Japanese technique. And then, of course, you can cut this or rip. I don't know how easy it is to rip. This is a Tim Holtz paper. I don't really use lotion either, but I have it, and sometimes I would get lotion from my nail salon. Now, this is a piece of tissue paper I tried to do it with. So this feels really kind of cool, but very lightweight. This one tears a little easier. This probably could be scrunched a little bit more. But I did this with my grandchildren too. They loved it. This is a napkin. This could be scrunched more too. The lotion, of course, it would smell a lot better. Mine don't really stink, but it's a olive oily smell, you know. That's a bit. Thanks, Jacqueline. Trying to keep Jacqueline still is a challenge. It's a daily challenge keeping that woman still. You're so Summit. I bet the baby oil. Yeah, baby oil would smell nice. So these are really fun because you can get carried away and get decorated. You can store all kinds of stuff. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know that I have my stencils that I use on a regular basis. But look how fun they are. See, you can decorate them up. Isn't that cute? And then you can stamp and do all kinds of stuff. I just put in pieces of things that I want to hang on to. Of course, it's just like, just like a journal. But then you can store stuff. And then I have a filing cabinet like a unit that sits back behind me here. And I can just pop it in my filing drawer. And it's right there. So then when I do my pamphlet stitch to put it together, I just take an old piece of ribbon or cloth and just loop it through and then make a little tie. There's other ways you could close them, I'm sure. You could leave a big flap on the end or put some other paper and make a flap, you know, put the coin and elastic. You could do anything. You could do a lot of different stuff. Good morning, Candy. Nice to see you. Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day here in New Jersey. All right, so I've still am using up some of my golden matte medium that's left in this jug. And I just thought I could decorate some of these and use them as little slip-ins or make pockets, you know, so that one might be a nice one to glue and put some pockets on. And oh, these were the plain ones. Here's some plain ones. I got a couple of those. So if you're just joining me, I've cut apart some. Now see, here's one that I tried to make the flap on without my machine, without my envelope cutter, which I cannot find. I have found a good amount of stuff in the last couple days, getting ready for Kellyanne's visit, but I still have not found my cheesecloth, and now my envelope cutter. So this is a little recipe divider card, which I started to do something with. So I'm using that as a template so I can cut that little bit out. So I've just gathered some stuff. I've been emptying bags. I've got bags of stuff all over because I'm so messy and lazy that when it's time to stream or I want to make a video and there's jazz all over my desk, see, I just don't cut that well. I just throw it in a plastic bag and say to myself, I'll get that later. Boy, that looks terrible. But we're going to let it go. We're going to pretend like we like it. And whoop. And I have some Tim Holtz ones, and I found them. I've found them about 6 different times. I keep putting them in a different place. And I just found them, I think, the day before yesterday. And when I put them where I put them, I thought to myself, you're never going to find them here until you know, are digging around for something else. Sure enough, I have no idea where I put them. All right, so here's some pieces of tissue paper. I'm just going to just start in. So yeah, so Andrea, she knows what she gets me. So this is kind of fun. So I might just glue this down. Now I'm going to use the golden matte medium because I know for me it is not going to stick to itself. And I have a piece of plastic here I'm going to put underneath me to try to control that glue getting everywhere. All right, so that might be pretty good. So I'm just going to tear this. So just like a napkin, I kind of roll it up like that. Generally, I want a not straight edge. In this case, it probably doesn't matter a whole lot because I'm going to stand it off. See, okay, I did a little short. That's all right. It's okay. I think I want that more up that way. And I do still have my plastic wrap out, which is convenient. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. We talked about this, I think, last time. And this is a good way, especially with napkins, because they're very delicate, generally speaking. The tissue paper that I'm using here, of course, has more substance to it. So now I took my plastic wrap out of its spot and I can't get it back in there. Ooh. I've got to still tuck things away and rearrange some stuff before Kel comes. So what do we have? 18 days, right, Kel? Is that where we're at? 18 sleeps, I should say. Until I got to go pick her up at the train station. All right. Okay. So I had my glue brush. I just had it out. Did I put it back in the water? Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, I think. But we shall muddle through. All right, I'm just going to, I don't usually do this, as I've said. I'm just putting my brush in there because it's almost empty. It's so thick, I can't get it to run out. And when I use it up, there's just so little of it in there. I'm not worried about it getting contaminated and then getting yucky. So I got a few little wrinkles in there, but I'm going to put my plastic wrap on top. See, now I can see that staining underneath. Well, you probably can't because it looks, you got a real bad shine here. Let's see. That's a little better for you. I can see that staining all behind there that I do with the coffee. Now, if you make the coffee mixture and you make up a pretty good sized batch, you don't use it all, you want to keep it in the fridge. Now, I put, some people say put alcohol in it. I have so much luck with that. Well, I got that little bit on the corner there that's not cooperating. All right, now I found some stuff when I was digging. This Jacqueline sent me, and it's hard to like want to get in there and rip that open because she stitched it all together. She sells these. I don't remember what she calls them, but she sells these in her store, her web store. So it's got some little goodies in there that I want to use today. Look, she's got them all stapled together. How cute. Oh, see, that would be cute just as itself as a tuck-in. Oh, I might have to think about that before I take it apart. Is Ange here? Good morning, Ange. That's part of the ship booklets. I couldn't remember if it was part of it. And I found this. Look, I haven't even opened it. This is a Tim Holtz. It's called Transparent Things 2. 33 pieces. Oh, what is this about? Okay, Giovanna is saying yes, the glycerin makes the pen slide better because if you only put water, it ruins the paper. Oh, I'm going to have to go back. I've been having trouble. I don't know why my chat on my lives is not. I wonder if these are stickers. Oh, they're getting stuck to. Huh, I don't, it says transparent things. They can be added to vignettes or mixed media projects. They're kind of, they're very pretty. But see, they don't really look like well, I guess they do. They're not, yeah, you can see through them a little bit, but they would be more transparent if they were stickers. Look at that one. I know not everybody's a fan, but I love my Timmy stuff a lot. These birds are a lot prettier than the ones I did. Look, even these things are cute. You know what I need? I need my, where did I put that? I need my little X-Acto knife. The other day, I guess it was during the Labor Day holiday, I was adding stuff into my Amazon storefront, and I saw my favorite little X-Acto type knife by Fisker, and I thought they had stopped making them. But they didn't, so I loaded it in there. I think I have 2 or 3 of them, and of course, I don't know where any of them are. Oh, here it is. This is how you're supposed to use it, and you have such control. But what I like to do is if I can see if there's stickers. You think it would say on the package, so I'm thinking they're not. Sometimes you can get through that layer and separate them if they are. I'm just wondering how well these will glue down. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I sliced that. You just have to be careful. You don't. Stab yourself. Yeah, I guess they're not. All right. And then I pulled out a couple other things. I got the Timmy Timmy wallpapers, and then these were some. See, this is how silly I am. Look at these little things, these little strips I saved. Hey, there's Dana. Good morning, Dana. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss anybody else. How you be? How you be today? I was doing something with these. Now we can scrape on paint. The other thing I was going to try is I have some of this, well, I have a lot of these different spray things. And this one is a Plain Jane, a semi-opaque mist matte. I wonder if I could spritz this without. It doesn't feel clogged. Giovanna, what time is it in Italy? Like, I know England, because that's where my bonus son lives. But I don't know if you were on the same, I'm thinking it's late for you. Late in the day. Oh, not too bad. Okay, 4:36. Because every time I sit down at night in my comfy chair and I go to, oh, Philly, go to message my bonus son, it's way too late. Way too late. An hour ahead of the UK. Okay. Yeah, because see, I'm just getting rocking and rolling here, and his day's coming to an end. Okay. That's not gonna. I have other sprays I can pull out and try. I was gonna try spritzing some of these. So it'll get a little bit of glue up here. Now I'm wondering how this, I guess it should glue down pretty good. See, these are nice because you don't have that white edge. All right, let's see if I fold it this way. And if I'm going to pop it in a journal, it might go that way. I doubt that it's kind of wide to go in a journal this way. Could go in the front cover. I think I want something underneath that. All right, I'm done with my coffee mixture. I'm going to push that back. I think I want a strip of fabric or something under there. So let's grab my little goodie tin here. See if I can find a strip of fabric that suits my fancy. Oh, this kind of might work with that bird. Let's try that. Let's keep my tin at the ready. Boop. So let's see. I think I want it thinner. Yeah, that'll be okay. Let's see if I can. And then my new little Fabri-Tac type glue. Have a little bit of that. Now, if you're doing something like this and you're stacking things, remember that the glue will come through your fabric for a little bit. Okay, Giovanna. Oh, geez, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to pop in. That was great. It was great to meet you. Come again if you can. All right, so now I'm putting some glue on this transparent bird. Of course, I want this to go into a journal, so I don't want to get too thick or puffy with stuff. I would like to have had some cheesecloth on there, but I certainly can add it, you know. Now let's see if this is dry enough to get this off. There's Kel. Kel, were you here and left? I thought you already came in. Or have I got that messed up? All right, so let me add a little bit of glue back here. Well, maybe I'll put a little piece of wallpaper back here. Let's see. This is the one I put on the jelly plate. This is the front so far. Thanks, Jacqueline. Now, Tim Holtz has a whole bunch of these different oh, gotcha, baby. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I saw you come in here too. I was talking about you. So he's got, oh, that might work. He's got all different sets of these. I don't know why I picked this one. I've had it for quite some time. That's pretty. All right. And then I just keep refining them. So that's cool. All right. So maybe what I want to do is, I don't want to glue the wrong side. Maybe I'll just glue this way. How it would look if I folded this up. No, there won't be much there. Or maybe I could use that. All right, so let's make a mark. So I know where to put my, I think it's easier if I put my glue there. I'll set that aside, I hope. I hope, I hope. Okay, I'm going in for more glue. And this is the Golden Matte Medium. Certainly you can use any glue of your choice. This glue is nice for me because when it dries, it doesn't stick to itself or to other things, which for me, I guess it's because of where I live. I don't know. It's not dry enough here. Like my friend Holly would say, she could use Mod Podge and it worked for her. And she didn't have to worry about it sticking. Mine never really completely dried. It doesn't to this day. Somewhere I have my phone folder that I could really burnish that down. This is a Teflon phone folder. Are you doing a fill? Or are you making them green again? Or are you doing a new polish? Do tell. Yeah, a couple of gals that I saw yesterday as I was traveling around, they loved my nails. The one girl said, I can't stop looking at your nails. Let's see, I've got this little dollar store. Oh, this is a great buy. I should have gotten a couple. I don't know if they still have them. Just a little cutting mat. I don't do this so well, but let's see. Let's see how I do. Woohoo! Didn't press hard enough that time. Probably could use a new blade. I left my favorite small scissors in by my comfy chair because I was fussy cutting those birds. Now I could really just glue that together and make a pocket. This definitely does not have enough glue. Maybe I should have glued both sides. Note to self. And to those watching, gluing both sides. Close your eyes, Ange. I could put a couple pages in there and make a little book. See, now I got it going that way. All right, let me get my favorite inker if I can find it. You really could journal on the inside of this, right? So I'm thinking it would slide in a journal that way. Let's see, do I have a sample journal we could try it in? All right, this one's not finished, but let's just see. Just a That's still a little big for that way. I could trim it, but probably could just slide it in a pocket that way. So maybe I could just fill it with some goodies. Thanks, Kel. I think I need something here. Okay, Andrea, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. I kind of like these numbers. Look, see, I still didn't get the glue all the way. I'm going to put this down this side. I'm going to use my, what I call Fabri-Tac type glue. This one's not. This one's my 3-in-1. I guess I should call it what it is. My 3-in-1, because I can get a real skinny bead. I don't have any of my other glue nozzles cleaned up. I like to shush that right on the edge, close to the edge as I can. Got glue on that. I guess when I squished my washi tape down. I moved my, there they are, baby wipes. So what's everybody got going on for the rest of the week? We've been trying to get together with neighbors, and something keeps turning up or we're not able to do it. So we're hoping Saturday. All right, I'm just trimming off the edge of that washi. When your house smells like rotting food and you don't know where it's coming, oh boy. Ron is baking. He's going to a dinner tonight and he volunteered to take a dessert. So last night he made a zucchini cake, but forgot to put in the baking powder, I think. You know how the recipes, when you look at recipes online, sometimes some of the words are a different color. They're like lighter and they're clickable and you can click on it and then I guess it takes you somewhere where you can buy that product. Well, that's how it was with the baking powder, I think it was. Whatever one makes it rise. And when he printed it out, it didn't print it in the dark ink like the rest of the recipe and he missed it. So the cake feels like lead. So he doesn't want to take that. I can't say that I blame him. All right, I got to scoot a little bit of glue in here. So he just ran to the market and got some, he was looking for bananas. So he got some bananas. Of course, the ones in the produce section were all kind of green. So we found some in the section where the kids are allowed to just go take a banana when they're there shopping with mom. Okay, Ange. Love you too, baby. Have a good day. And he bought some of those. All right, so that's the back side. And maybe if I glue this down, I can just have it like a little pocket and fill it with some goodies. And that can slip under a little tuck spot. All right, so I think there's a few other things we can add now. I did pull out another tin. Oh my gosh, that banana bread or whatever he's making smells fabulous. I think I need a drink of my water. All right, let's see. First of all, we can pull out some stuff to tuck in the pocket. There's a couple of these that might look cute. Added. I have to get out my Timmy trash journal and add some of these things in. I found that in one of my bags. See what that looks like. For that. You dig through some of your stuff, sometimes you get some other ideas. I love these little things. I could dig all day. I could make a video just digging through my crap. I wonder if anybody will watch that. All right, so let's flip this over. Oh, okay, Kel. Wonder I put that on the back and glue it down. Give me one moment. Could put a little pocket on the back. I gotta fix mine. Now I did wash out and get fresh water in my jugs, my jars that sit here. And cleaned out my glue jar. But I keep forgetting to clean my nozzles of my little glue dispensers. Xena was on last night. Xena and, oh, this is what I wanted to tell you, Kel. Xena and Jen Ren, I think she goes by, and Stephanie. I never can remember Stephanie's channel name. It's her initials, I think. SMD maybe, or I don't know. Those girls are so fun. And I turned them on, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was knitting, and I heard this woman talk, and I'm thinking, is Kellyanne with those girls? Is she on live with those girls? And then I looked up and I saw Jen Wren, and I thought, oh, that's why Kel says there's my voice twin, because I have never heard it before. But I wasn't watching, not that they were showing their faces, but I wasn't totally paying attention. And I heard this voice, and I thought, is Kellyanne there? And the rest of the stream that I stayed for, I didn't really hear it again. It was just whatever she had said at that time. I guess she was greeting somebody that was coming into the chat. Yeah, they did come on late, Candy. Yeah. I should have been asleep by then. Excuse me. Had to have a gulp. But it was so funny. Okay, so Kel sent me a picture. Let's see if I can. Okay, so that would be here. All right, let me. Kel, they look cool. Look. Kel's a nail artist. Oh, baby girl, they look nice. I love them. Love them. Okay, so now I can put other little jazz in here, right? The back of the folder. They'll stay tucked in there pretty good. So now I think I'm going to need a couple. Oh, here's a paper clip. I mean, Kellyanne called these a bulldog. I called them a binder clip. I guess you can call them whatever you like. Okay, Laura's making a call. No problem. All right, so let's put a little glue here using the 3-in-1. Kel, are you going to leave them like that, or are you going to paint them? All right. Oh my gosh, you just can't. I guess you can't imagine. That banana bread smells so ridiculously good. Of course, I can't have any. All right, so let's let that dry. And let's move on. That might look cute as a addition to a journal. Let's do one where we just do a little bit, and it just could be a card. So this is a little bent. Really? I asked for binder clips. I wonder if it has something to do with like the area where you live or something. I don't know. All right, so let me ink my edges here. Ooh, that sounds like a plan. I keep getting these reels that pop up, and some of them are, of course, nail design stuff. Oh my gosh, I would love to try that, Kel, especially with those brushes you sent me. You know, where they make the little lines and they fill them in. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I need a patch of something to put underneath here. That might be a little much. Let's see, what else did I keep out here? Here's some bees. Bees are always nice. Piece of tissue paper that something came wrapped in. Oh, behave. All right, so I'll take a chunk of that. Let's try. Okay, Laura's back. Had to adjust her work schedule. I love having Tuesdays off, and I figured out how to fix that so I can still be off on Tuesdays. Woohoo! Girl genius in our midst. Okay. So I'm just going to start laying stuff down, see what I think. Okay, so I have that, and I do have, so I didn't make sure I'm caught up there. I didn't pull out a lot of like Timmy's stuff and all that jazz, but I have some stuff in. This is a piece of napkin that I put on freezer paper. I was going to get out those, oh, I know, I was going to use those birds. I wanted to see if I had, okay, what did I do with that? That's way over yonder. This might be a little fiddly because some of these are really large. And some of them are really weird looking birds. He's way too big. This guy's not too bad. Let's see what we got. Sometimes when I'm sitting and watching the ball game, I like to just do something where I don't have to think, you know, it's just mindless. But then stuff I appreciate that I've done. So when I need to use something like that, I can just go into a, Kathy Cowell's great at that. She would prep stuff and have it ready. So when she sat down and she wanted to use it, she didn't have to drag everything out and cut it. Lisa, My Eclectic Life, she's good at that too. And also Tanya, you know, they have videos in years past where that's what they did for a couple of their videos. You know, they would prep stuff for, say, like the year or half a year or something like that. Maybe I'll put that little fat guy on there. Let's see. Oh, he's kind of cool. I do like sometimes oversized things on pieces. Maybe not this. Maybe I'll scrape some paint. Let's see. Where's mine? Was going to get out some of my sprays, but now I have everything on my drawer hanging out. I will have a hard time doing that. Or I'm waiting for that last project we did to dry. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of my white paint on the edge of my card here. Instead of pouring it on my desk and making a mess. There for a while, my husband's nose wasn't working. I mean, for years. He's been on medicine for asthma and stuff for years. And so he went and asked about it. They couldn't find anything wrong, but he just had no sense of smell. All of a sudden, it's back. We have no idea why. Okay, Candy. Let me try this real quick. Heat tool. I just noticed my corners are rounded, kind of. Let's fix that. The one side is not. So let's make them all uniform. I still don't think this works correctly. It kind of looks lopsided to me. That one doesn't look too bad. But then if I flip it over and do it on both sides, it seems to, I don't know, probably my crooked eye. I spy with my crooked eye. Okay, so this is loaded. Not loaded too much. I should have looked for my gesso. That would have been nice. So I busted I think I've told you this before, I busted my C plate for my Cuttlebug. So I bought a replacement. It's still in the box. Just got it yesterday. But it looks like it might be the right, it looks like I might have bought the right thing for a change. Now, before I put my bird on, I want some stuff in the background in addition to, the coffee staining that I did. So I want to think about that. So I think I want to stamp something. Get some of these birds off the disc. And maybe add a couple other things. This is one of my favorite napkins. I just Googled, Laura, and I found them on, there were several different kinds, brands, and I found one that has the label that looks like their label on the bottom of the plate. So I'm hoping now. I've tried to buy replacement plates for my Gemini. Hey, good morning, Gail. How are you? Can't stay? That's okay, sweetie. Aw. Oh, I hope. Aw. Oh, I hope you start feeling yourself again soon. It's terrible. Terrible feeling that nausea. Yeah, I've bought several for my Gemini Junior that have not worked. So I've kind of given up on that one. But this has got, the Cuttlebug, I could get up and show you if you want. At the bottom, mine are really worn out. It says B plate, C plate. You're welcome, Gail. Take it easy. Yeah, better but exhausted. Yeah, just rest. Or Jacqueline is sick too. She won't rest. I'm about ready to reach out and give her a smack in Ohio because she doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. But this has the sticker on the bottom, so I'm hoping it works. I could go get it though, really. All right, so if I want to put him here, I want to do some background. You know what else might be nice? See, I get carried away, but that's the fun part for me, getting carried away. Let's see. I found my favorite stencil. Now let's see if I can find where I put it in my pouch. Well, I should say one of my favorite stencils. It is. It is. Let me grab my... I'm going to go get that plate real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh my God. No, that plate is complicated. Okay, let me show you. So the C plate, this one's really beat up. See, this is my B plate. See how it's got this label across the bottom? That's what came with it. When I got my Cuttlebug, it was gifted to me. Let's see, this one's got, it's marked C. It's got the same type of label. Now this one probably said Cuttlebug over here. I can't really see what that says. It's so worn. Teresa would know, but I'm going to try this. I'm hoping. Because to buy a new machine, I got rid of my other, well, I have that Gemini Junior, which is, you plug that one in. But like I said, I can't find the replacement plates that work. You're welcome, Laura. All right, so then I was going to grab my little makeup brushes. And what color is that bird? Yellow or green? Let's do green. So now I have to find a green. I'm going to use, let me use moss. That's a little darker and I can reach it, I think. I'm going to use my oxides. And let me put some of this down. Do that across the bottom. So already it's starting to, for me anyway, starting to come alive a little bit there. Okay, now a stamp. I'm going to use Stays On because I don't know exactly what all else I'm going to want to do. All right, this does not go with anything, but I like it. And this is easy. It's right here. I'm definitely in a rut, but you like what you like. Let's do a tester. That's all right. And let's see what I can get out of this one. I still haven't found my little ABC stamp that I like. I gotta really look for that. Just praying I didn't drop it and the dog didn't gobble it. Oh, she was on my last nerve yesterday. Oh, poor thing. She'd had a rough day. Nobody really paid her much attention. We were out a good bit of the day, but I was just so beat by the time I got home. All right, I could have used a lot more ink on there, but I just inked this up, so I don't know what the deal is. But I can't re-ink it. If I learned how to use my re-inking machine, you know, that probably would be good. I should probably get that out and play with it. Kel probably knows how to use it. Maybe I'll ask her. I'll just start making a list of what I want to ask Kel. All right, now on the back, I think I'm just going to, if I can find where I threw it, take my, I have stamps that do this, but of course I don't know where they are. There's probably one in this drawer. You know, stamps that make lines that you can write on. See one? I don't want them too terribly dark. I don't think I'm going to do the black. I think I'll do the vintage. These come in handy if you see one like at a Goodwill. You can pick it up. That'll do. Should have done it the other way. Now lining it up, going the other way, that's could be a problem. Okay. Now let's see how this guy's gonna look. Much better than just on a plain card, I think. So, get my glue brush back out of the water. I'm going to take the extra water off. Thanks, Jacqueline. All right, so let's get his beak covered in glue along with my fingers. Back. Now I think I'm going to get out a little bit of my, not a little bit of my, look at that, that's kind of sticking up in the air. I should have probably put them on a little differently. I'm going to get out one of my distress crayons. I think I have a green peel, picket fence, pickle peel, I don't know, some kind of peel, I think, in green. Let's see, maybe I have a couple. Peeled paint, pickled peel. I think and then I have a grass green. Let's see, fresh balsam, that's shimmery, not too crazy about the shimmeries. Truth be told, I'm going to try the green. If I don't like that, then I'll get out my one of my browns. I got a walnut, I think, and what I want to do is create a little bit of depth around the bird. See if this works. And then I'm going to come in with a little flat brush. I'm going to put a little water on it. Take some of the moisture out so it's not too runny. You see what I'm doing? I'm not paying attention if I'm staying in frame. They're just kind of dragging that out to the side. Could really make this a tag at this point, really. But I'm thinking just a journaling card. I'm going to fight the urge to make it a tag. I find if my brush is too wet, then I lose a lot of the pigment. I already forgot what I was going to ask you, Cal. I didn't think it was a re-inking machine. Maybe it was a Cuttlebug, or I don't know. I got stream brain. I don't know. Can you see? Is there a difference? Can you tell? Should I put some of the... It might need to be a little darker. Let me hit that with my heat tool. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm done streaming, I think, oh, I said I was going to do this, and then I didn't do it. Oh, the Gemini Junior. Yeah, that's a cutting machine. Okay, so he's now a little wibbly, that guy. I think I want to put some a little bit of that stamp on the bird. And I think I would like to glue on a piece of fabric, quite frankly, somewhere. Yeah, I think that's a little better. All right, now I'm not liking that straight edge there. So let's go back to my little goodie box. I so would like to find a couple more boxes like this. You're packing light though, right, Kel? One suitcase? That might work. Oh, look at that. Jacqueline, close your eyes. She'd want to jump right in this box. Isn't that cute? In this here little box. I was thinking about that. Maybe I'll take a rip of this. See if I can rip this. I don't know if this one will tear. I would live in there. You crack me up. Who make me giggle? Who make me giggle? Okay, let's see. This one's really little. I like it better that way, but I didn't like it wide. That might work. I do have my hot glue out too. I mean, plugged in. Hey, Judy. Good morning. Someone said, let's play. I have my jacks in my bowl. Oh my gosh, jacks. I used to love those. I just can't get down on the floor anymore. Can you imagine? Jump rope. Oh my gosh. Judy, I saw a reel. I should send it to you. I sent it to Riri. I'm pretty sure. Riri and I send reels back and forth to each other of pretty men. And this one's jumping rope. Ay, ay, ay. It's very yummy. Now, I like the idea of having that with a string. This doesn't go with anything, but oh, silly putty, yeah, girl. That now you're talking my game. Even when I was younger, I'd much rather silly putty than jump rope. All right, let's put this on. Yeah, Laura still has a youngin'. Loves soccer. Okay, so I think I might call this done. Hey, there's Carol. Good morning. You love playing, would you say, jacks with my sister? I'm thinking maybe around the edge I need some of the Timmy, maybe something to darken that up a little bit. Let's see. Let's do a little test. This is the vintage photo. Let me just see if I like how that looks. Let's get a wider. This brush looks like it's on its way out, so this will be good. And try not to scrub too hard because then I have a hard time blending it in sometimes. And this is why when you're doing something like this, you use something like StazOn, where if you ink or stamp, you don't have to then worry about it all going away. Just got to make sure it's really dry before you pull a stunt like this. Carol, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. See, I'm having a hard time getting that line out. And I went really softly, but you can also put this down on a piece of tin foil or glass mat and then pick it up like a paint. Now this is just, you know, a journaling card made from a file folder, piece of manila. So, you know, we hate to throw stuff away, but see, you can use pieces of this, you know, random stuff, bricolage. Oh yes, and the newspaper and making the print. Yep, yep. There you go, Judy. Yeah, exactly. So he might look cute slipped into a journal. Probably put a little something back here too. Up here. A little something, something. Now let's bring this one out that we did earlier. Let me rinse this off. How are we looking on time? 11:30. I need to eat and start taking my supplements. Okay, so let's wind this down. So I pulled out a few things. Let's take this clip off. Got a few things in the back. And then I can load it up. I was going to put one of those transfers in here. Let's see. Let's get one of those. That might be too large. And that'll look cute slipped in a journal, right? And then we have that. I didn't get too much accomplished today. I have a couple more ready to go, but I think I have to go eat. So you can just use some old, look, this looks like a mouth to me. The side of someone's face. Done with the Walmart. Woohoo, says the inch. I don't think I have any drawing pencils here. See, doesn't this look like a lip? Oh, I know, I could stamp eyes. Look, hold on, I think I know where they are, if I can get to them. Because I have everything on my drawer. Let me pull my cart away. Maybe I can get back in there. as if I haven't moved them. Woo! Da, 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 da. I found them. Let's see if this is juicier. Now, I just finished my first journal. Oh, that's wonderful, Laura. Hmm. I want something that's going to give me space to color. Of course, it's like an art journal, so of course it's never really, yeah. So true, so true. All right, let's see. This is a little bit of a freaky idea. Okay. Oh, let that dry a bit. Put her back in here. Now, I don't know if these are stickers either. Let's see what's in this little plastic bag that I unearthed. I think my eyes could have gone over a little, I don't know, a little bit one way or the other. One way or another, you're gonna get you. I'm gonna, one way or another. I think, I don't know if these were Tim Holtz or not. Really pretty. That's something else. Something else. Hmm. These, I believe, are stickers. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know what I want to. I want to put something, I think, fringy across the top to kind of look like hair. This is going to be very bizarre. I've got this. I want to hold these butterflies out because I don't know what I want to do there. All right, how do I want to easily, I don't have any color pencils here, do I? I have my Timmy. Oh, I have my Timmy. Timmy? All right, let's give her, we'll do teal and see if I can get some of that darker green to pop up. And then what do I want? Maybe pink. Maybe a pink eyeshadow. These are watercolor pencils. So that we can really do a whole lot of different stuff with. Hey, there's Teresa. Hi, Teresa. Were your ears burning, my dear? I was talking about you. I bought a replacement plate for my Cuttlebug. I almost just said Kittlebug. All right, this might be hard to do. Yeah, this is a stamping set that really is nice to have. It's hard to choose because they're all pretty cool. All right, so let's just give her a little color here. And let's see, what do I have? Oh, you know what? Let's take that little brush. See if I can blend that without making too much of a mess. Maybe a little bit, not much. Can you even see that? I wonder how the pink would look on top of, not much. You can't see much on top of that coffee stain. I think I need something darker. All right, let's dry that real quick. And let's see. You put a little darker pink at the eyelid. Now, anybody can do this if you have a stamp or a color book image. Just cut it out and use it. Oh, that'll be fun. Oh, that's a great idea. All right, let's see. I don't know where they put the white dot. Which one did I use? It's down there. Okay. You could trace it, you know, if you have a color book image. I'm just using a Posca pen. Deepen the eyebrows. My sister says the eyebrows make the face. Okay, Teresa. All right, so now I want to get my white paint and a little teeny tiny brush. If I can find a little teeny tiny, this one might work. Little teeny tiny brush. And hopefully there's some paint in my lid. Sherry? Hi, Sherry. Good morning. Oh, thanks, honey. It's a stamp. Stamp. I'm cheating on this one. I don't have any drawing stuff sitting right here. Put a little bit of paint. Now I want the eyes to really stick out on this. So I'm going to paint the whites of her eyes very carefully. I have to go over that. I don't want to forget the highlight. Need a little bit of white under here, I think. It's dangerous doing that without a liner brush. And this is Golden Maple is the name of this brush. I think I have these in my storefront, I think. All right, now I need to find some kind of little shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, pop, pop, pop. Oh, you know what? I should probably do a little. How would this look? Oh, I hope I don't mess it up. Put a little of the darker pink. Now, this all started because I saw this stain that kind of looked like a pair of lips to me. Maybe I should put a little pink in her cheeks. Oh, that's not even going to see that. Let's see. Now, these are watercolor pencils. Tim Holtz. I got these as a birthday gift, I think, for my daughter and her family. I know I had that little flat brush, but what the heck? I just shoved it somewhere. Trying to stay away from that Posca pen because I'm not sure that that's really dry enough yet. This girl needs a little bit of a nose. Now this is outside the box. I just saw that lip shape and thought, oh, let's just go with it. All right, so she needs a little bit of a nose, which is going to look weird because I kind of put the eyes in a bizarre spot. They could really, I think, be over. I'm not sure which way though. Now I could try to paint hair, but I'm not good at it. I'm not good at hair. I ordered something. I don't know if it's a download or what. I ordered something. It's supposed to teach you how to draw hair. I know they charged me for it. I don't know if it's coming in the mail. I get myself into all these gimmicks. I should just stay off the internet. I always get into trouble. That could look like hair. Of course, I probably am not going to find in here what is in my mind. Isn't this yummy Halloween fabric? My friend Rose does beautiful fabric art, like snowmen and witches' hats and snowmen. Hmm. I don't think I can get that to work. Oh, here's a real long piece. I know somewhere I have a ton of that eyelash yarn stuff. That's really kind of what I was looking for. I think that's in my in one of my drawers. She kind of looks like a little smush face, doesn't she? What if I just glue that down? And then where did I, because oh, there's my paintbrush. Duh. There's those butterflies I was keeping out. That one could go there to go with her pink cheeks. That's pink and blue. Okay, Ange, welcome back. What are you girls thinking about that? You think it looks okay, Jacqueline? Would really like to fringe that. All right, Candy says, okay, that looks cute. Now I had this other really weird butterfly. Try to frame her face. All right, let's do it. Cut this. I'd really like to fringe this, but I don't know how easy. And she says, I'm home and not a one better do something for themselves. I'm not moving. Hold your ground. Almost looks like a cat face. It's not all bad, I guess, huh? You know, before I glue this down, I'm thinking I need something underneath there. Hold, please. This is why it takes me forever to do something. Oh, I better protect her eyeballs. Make myself some room here. I forget where I put the ink. Forget where I put the ink, I think. Okay. Hmm. Hold on. My brain's just going. Let's get my blue. I'm going to use a different end of my stencil. I need my blue brush. Blue brush, devil with a blue brush. Devil with the blue brush on. Oh, it's getting a little darker here now. It was nice and sunny. All right, that's not too shabby. A little over here. Up into the Ink-a-Dink. All right, I'm proud of you. Now, just keep your fanny there. I had to yell at her this morning. Jacqueline, did you tell them what's going on, or you don't want to? Oh, yes, that was a nice addition. Okay, so let's get some of the 3-in-1. Thanks, Laura. All right, so let's put this away. Zhuzh this over. Our dear Jacqueline has pneumonia. Of course, before she was diagnosed, she went out for a walk, just about, or I should say damn near killed her. But she's still, I don't know if I want that, refuses to be still. She's up making bone broth, and now her children are not little, okay? They're young teens. Very capable, I'm sure, because she has raised them. And, you know, pneumonia, you have a hard time breathing. See, that's what I told her this morning, Laura. Thank you. She is annoying. She tries to hold still, but she can't. So I'm trying to give her suggestions of things she can do to stay still, or she's going to wind up in the hospital. And that's just not pleasant. Not pleasant. Well, nobody said it's easy. Gotta stay after her. So first thing she says to me, I got a lot of work done. Yeah, you tried to color. Yeah, see, I can color for hours, but that's because I'm close to being brain dead. Okay, this is not, I'm pretty sure these are stickers. I think I have the wrong glasses on, first of all, for doing this. Don't watch, Ange. Don't watch. Making me nervous, Ange, if you're watching. Wait a minute, I gotta get the right readers. There we go. Woo! Usually I can do this pretty quick. Oh, I got it. I got it, girls. Okay, Laura. I'm going to use that 3-in-1 again. I like to add glue because, well, sometimes it's the surface you're gluing down on. You got other stuff down on there, you know. I don't want anything popping off, especially if I tuck this in a journal that I sell. Lori and Laura, you two were last night at Zena showed my finger. Oh, yeah, I left. I had to get to bed. I had to get to sleep. I was already past my curfew, if you will. Part of my plan or my healing process is getting at least 8 hours of sleep. And I don't do that. Not because I can't. It's not because I can't sleep. It's because I want to continue coloring or crocheting or knitting or draw. You know, it's silly stuff. Silly, silly stuff. And I got to knock it off. I got to knock it off. If I want to be around to see my grandchildren grow up, I got to knock it off. Okay. Now, I was thinking this little pink butterfly over here on her cheek might be sweet. So let's do that. Oh, you do? Oh, I would love to teach you. I would love to teach you. Maybe that's what we can do, Candy. If Kel and I can get over to visit you, because she crochets too. Maybe between the two of us. I don't know if Kel's still here. That might work. We could bring lunch. So you don't have to do anything. I've got plenty of yarn. I've got plenty of hooks. What we could think about that. And then if you get stuck, you can always ask us, and we can send you a video, or you can get a video online. But we could get you started, I think. You're a lefty. My niece is a lefty. I taught her. I just sat in front of her. We could try. Might be fun. Might have some giggles. That wouldn't hurt, right? We giggle a little. All right, I'm thinking about adding that lace there. What do you think? Anybody's got an opinion? Of course, I'm going to need something up there. Again, I did it long, well, that's how the lip was. Long ways. Yeah, I think it would be fun too. You have to give me some colors that you like, Candy, so I could bring some yarn maybe that you might like. Do you like the lace, Kel? Okay. My other Fabri-Tac type glue, which wasn't actually Fabri-Tac, I said this before, it was from the same company, but it had a much bigger opening. She likes blue. Okay, Ange. Thank you, dear. Yeah, mine wasn't Fabrifix. Mine started with an M, but it was a Beacon. It was a Beacon glue, but it had a much bigger nozzle. And it was a bigger bottle of glue, too. I'm sure I paid too much for this. I got 2 of them, but even still. But I'm loving that tip. This guy, oh, jeez. All right, I'm not sure if I need another. All right, now I think I need something across here. This washi tape might look okay. You can't move until he signs. Does he not want to move? Like, why would he not sign? Inquiring minds want to know. Don't feel like you have to answer that. That's a rude question. I shouldn't even have said it. All right, let's see. I'm going to try to get this on a little better. Okay, I didn't put the extra glue down. Let's just see what happens. Especially if you're packing everything up. I don't know, Ange, that doesn't seem rude to me. It's just asking a question. And you and Candy are good friends, so. Okay. Now, of course, this is a little bumpy here because of my glue and because I've been putting the, the coffee on it. That might be cute if it had a couple pages in it, huh? Of course, they're going the other way. Let's see what I have here. Oh, it's just a little short. Yeah, I like this length. So they don't really fit my back fingers so well, but I guess it doesn't have to be exact, right? Let's see. Let's grab a couple more of those. This might be a little more than what I need. So we were going to go to our neighbor's campground where they have their like RV and spend the day. And I had my lunch packed, but I really wasn't feeling well. And things took a turn for the worse. So we ended up not going. So I have a lovely salad that when I'm done here, I'm just going to go grab that. I don't have to fix anything. It's already fixed. Woohoo! No cooking involved. Music to my ears. All right, I'm kind of offsetting these a little bit to maybe fit in there. All right, Ace Hardware. Why do we have that in there? May I ask, please? Oh, that's the glue I'm using? Thanks, honey. That might be a better price than what I found on Amazon. I mean, they have like 3 different glues or whatever, and I think they're all basically the same. They work for the same stuff. I like things stuffed. Multi-grip beacon. Why it's called 3-in-1. Beacon 3-in-1. They have one that starts with an M. They've got the Fabri-Tac, and then I think there's a 4th one, maybe. This chick's looking at me like, what's taking you so long? I would love to put a button on this, but then I'd really make it thick. Especially if I add these other pages. See, when I go to Goodwill or someplace like that, you know, a thrifty place, and I see paper that's cheap, that's what this was, and then I bring it home and take it apart and put some coffee stain on it or something. And then I've got some cool stuff for making journal pages. All right, so let me put this little bull clip on there to hold them where I want them. And then let's grab my wax linen that I keep here. Oh, we love you too, Ange. All right, so we've got blue going, so maybe I'll choose teal. I'm not going to need much. I'm telling you, if you can eat it, if you can treat yourself to some of this Talent gelato, you can find it in your grocery store. I stole this from my son, I think. That's when he could afford it. It's a great container to hold stuff because you can see through. It's got a nice wide mouth. Okay, I'm not doing anything fancy here. Nothing fancy, folks. Oh, now I have to find a needle. A needle. This might work. Really, could you imagine like a retreat? I just don't have the energy to plan it. But planning a retreat centrally located that a lot of us could get to and we could meet in person. All right, just gonna do, let's see. Well, that might be, I might have to do the 5. Let's see. If I do 5, all right, I'm just eyeballing it. So I'm going to go in the center, down to this end, and then in between the two. And I have to flip it. That's the way my brain works. And down here, and then in between the two. This is not perfect. I don't need it to be perfect. Oh, I didn't do anything to the back. That's sad. All right, here's my needle. I think I want my strings on the inside. So I'm going to start on the inside, and I'm going to go up to the furthest hole, but leave myself a little tail. Down through the top. Ooh. Pull it snug without pulling it all the way through, and then I'm coming all the way to the other end. Snugging it up again, and then I'm going to go to the next one in line. Right down under from that top part. And the reason I'm doing the 5 stitch is because I offset my pages and I'm trying to catch all of the pages somewhere so they aren't wiggly. Not, you know, it's not that big of a deal because it's just a little fill in kind of thing. Okay, so let's go through that center again, trying not to pierce my thread. Which can be tricky. I've got it pierced. If I pull on that thread a little bit, it kind of moves it over. I think I might have gotten it. Oh, yeah. Pooey. Pooey, pooey. I can't pull that through. I'm losing my grip. I don't know if I can. It really is not ideal if you get your thread in your other thread. So if I can pull it loose, I'm going to try to do that. See, because now I can tuck this on the other side. Which is what I like to do. All right, so I'm going to snug this up the best I can. Alrighty. Now I think I'm going to add a paper clip just to hold it tight. See, that makes a nice stick in, a nice little, I need something back here, but I can do that on my own. You don't need to see me do that again, right? Okay, so switch my glasses back so I can see the screen. And I think we've come to the end of another session of bricolage with Paint Girly. Don't forget to be taking your medicine, Jacqueline. Even if you don't sleep, if you stay still and just rest, that will help. Drink lots of fluids. Okay, so this is a little mock file folder cut down from a larger file folder that I wasn't using anymore, or it could have been some of the old stock that was damaged that my sister gave me. And so this one doesn't have a tab, it's just straight across the top, so I put washi there. This one we put pages in. I'll put probably one of Tim's wallpapers on the back. Something blue, I would say. And then we did this one that's just a journaling card. Same thing, cut out of an old file folder. Hit it with a coffee mix that I have. Scraped on some white paint. Okay. I could wrap a little twine around that, which would be cute. That might happen before it goes in a journal. But I need to make more of those. So that would be cute for a tuck-in. And then I've got this one here. This one I cut a tab, but you know, this was poorly done. If you have that little envelope maker machine by we are somebody, we are something. I don't know. We are memory keepers. Whoop, I think that's it. Then you could cut it. And I did glue the bottom down. We did the wallpaper, little pocket on the back filled with some goodies, and then pop some goodies inside. And then this, you know how in a journal you like glue something down, this makes a pocket. See, this would slip in that way. All right. So that's what we did today. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's fun thinking outside the box. Of course, this one, it was just the stain of the coffee that ended up looking like a mouth to me. So, you know, sometimes you think, oh, that's a little crazy, but go with it. See, that might turn out to be something really fun, which just was fun. And that's all I have for today. I'll probably continue fussing with these. I have a couple more cut. Then I know the bird's cool, right? I bought a box of it's a calendar, and I never will use it as a calendar. So I thought, oh, I should fussy cut those and then see where I can start putting them on my journals. So there we have it. Bricolage, using a variety of available things to be creative, is a loose translation of that word. And that's why I picked it for my channel name. I know, I don't think it's really catching on, but whatever. It's my channel, right? Do what I want. It's my party. All right, yay. Kel's nails are all done. She is looking smoking hot, that girlfriend. Yes, indeedy. All right, so Lord willing, I shall see you on Sunday. At some point, I'm going to go to church with my hubby, but we haven't planned that yet. And I'll let you know when that is. So I'll probably either come on later that Sunday or here we go. There's my Jacqueline, who's supposed to be taking it easy. We are memory keepers. Envelope punch board kit includes a scoreboard, a two-way envelope punch, a bone folder, and a measurement chart. Here we go. All right, I got a ball game. I don't know what time they're playing today, but they were traveling down to Miami. So I'm going to go get some lunch, and I'm probably going to, well, I don't know if I'll come back out to my table. I may a little, maybe not. I think my puppy needs some attention. So we'll see. Okay, Angie's going to take a nap. Sounds good. Remember our dear Gail, she's not feeling well. She's a little under the weather, so she could use some of our energy. And let's remember my sister Cheryl, please. She's going through a time. Thanks, Cal. And I'm sure you know people in your lives too. Still thanking the Lord for Judy. Oh, and her good news. So, all right, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and I will see you Sunday. Don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. I love you. Bye bye.